Hi, I'm Mike and I'm the Hallows Geek, and welcome to This Week in Eek, my weekly series where I put a little eek in your week by recapping some of the top stories in Halloween and horror news from the last week. Well, if you're watching this on the day it's released, happy Cocaine Bear Day. That's right, the insane horror comedy about a coked out bear hits theaters today, which is perfect because I've got a couple of fun tie-ins that I want to share with you. First, if you hadn't gotten wind yet, there's actually a Cocaine Bear 8-bit video game tie-in. So ahead of the film's release, Universal Pictures released a Pac-Man-like video game where you get to play as Cocaine Bear, but instead of ghosts, you chomp humans, and instead of eating up dots and fruits, you consume lines, mounds, packages, hell, even duffel bags of blow. The end goal? Eat as many people as you can. The game is playable on both mobile and PC. If you want to play it, just go to cocainebear.movie/game. Does recommend that you be 18 to play, but do what you're going to do. And another Cocaine Bear news, Funko is dropping a Cocaine Bear pop figure today. As of the time of this recording, I don't know when it will drop, but if it's still available at the time this video is released, I'll be sure to put a link down in the description so you can grab it. Funko teased the figure on social media on Wednesday, but here's a better look at the pop, courtesy of Entertainment Earth. And for those of you who spent the last few minutes scratching your head, totally confused about what I'm talking about, Cocaine Bear is a horror comedy loosely based on a true story about a 1985 drug runner plane crash that ended in a black bear consuming a deadly amount of cocaine that was tossed from a plane. The film plays it up a bit and sees the bear going on a coke-fueled rampage against cops, criminals, tourists, teens, and really anything that stands in its way, whereas the real-life bear ate a reported 75 pounds of coke and then died. So probably wouldn't have made as good of a movie, so I like where they took this. Anyways, I'm planning to check it out. If you check it out, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. Alright, another movie news. Scream Factory has announced the release of William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist 3 as a 4K UHD and Blu-ray collector's edition. The March 28, 2023 release will mark the first time the third installment of the popular horror franchise is released on 4K UHD. The 3-disc collector's edition release will include the theatrical cut of the film as well as a director's cut based on William Peter Blatty's novel Legion, which was long thought lost. The Exorcist 3 Collector's Edition is available for pre-order now from shoutfactory.com for $34.99, where you'll receive an exclusive 18x24 rolled poster featuring the original theatrical artwork while supplies last. And while we're on the subject of movies, the Oscars are of course set to be held on March 12th, and while the Academy typically snubs horror, Turner Classic Movies is actually including the genre in its upcoming 31 Days of Oscar lineup. Now in its 29th year, the month-long showcase of films recognized by the Academy will kick off on March 1st, and this year they're celebrating Oscar by genre. This year's lineup features over 200 movies broken into 55 genres that include horror. TCM will dedicate a small block to the genre on the last day of the event, ending the month with 5 notable classics: Psycho, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Poltergeist, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and Bride of Frankenstein. You can view the complete 31 Days of Oscar schedule now at tcm.com/31days. Alright, before we get into this week's toys and collectibles news, I do have some movie adjacent news. This week, HBO Max officially announced it has ordered a prequel series to the It films under the working title Welcome to Derry. The Max original drama from Warner Brothers Television is being developed by It filmmakers Andy Muschietti, Barbara Muschietti, and Jason Fuchs. Andy Muschietti will also serve as director on multiple episodes of the series, including the first episode. The new series will be set in the world of Stephen King's It universe and based on King's It novel, while expanding on the vision established by filmmaker Andy Muschietti in the feature films It and It Chapter 2. Alright, let's talk toys and collectibles. This week, NECA and Target announced the return of Haulathon. the global collectors event that debuted last year and offers collectors all new exclusive figures and never before seen collectibles from NECA and Kid Robot. While specific releases have not been announced, it has been confirmed that Gremlins, Rob Zombie's The Munsters, Ghostface, and the Universal Monsters licenses will all be included as part of this event. The month-long event will kick off on February 26th with exclusive merchandise available at Target stores and on March 3rd available on Target.com within the US and internationally at Haulathon.com. New products will be available to purchase online every Friday starting at 8 a.m. Central Time. This year's releases will include exclusive figures, plush, and other merchandise. For the latest updates on the event and release announcements, visit Haulathon.com or be sure you're following at Haulathon on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you missed out on the limited edition Figura Obscura Headless Horseman figure released by 4 Horsemen last Halloween, you'll soon have another shot at getting the highly coveted collectible. This week, the collectible toy maker announced they will be releasing a special green variant of the figure as part of its upcoming retailer appreciation wave of figures. The spectral green edition of the Figura Obscura Headless Horseman will come with all of the pieces included in the first version, including 2 pumpkin heads, his demon steed, and premium softgood cape, all presented in a deluxe package with stunning character artwork. The figure has been repainted with more purple, and his cape now has a deep orange interior, changes to distinguish him from the first version. The classic orange flames that adorn the original pumpkin heads have been changed to a ghostly green, and the flames and the green accents on the horse will glow in the dark. The spectral green Figura Obscura Headless Horseman will be available exclusively from 4 Horsemen Studios' approved retailers. The figure will retail for $139.99 and be available starting March 1st at noon Eastern Time. You can see a complete 4 Horsemen Studios approved retailers list at sourcehorseman.com. And that's, again, Source Horseman, not 4 Horsemen. It's sourcehorseman.com. All right, this last story of the week is for my SoCal viewers. If you're in need of a haunt fix, Six Flags Magic Mountain has just the thing. The theme park announced this week a new after-hours haunt event for spring break. Called Scream Break, the separate ticketed event will feature 14 nights of screams and a new exciting way to experience the park from 9 p.m. until midnight on weekends from March 18th through April 16th. In addition to after-hours access to the park and its rides, the event will feature 2 haunted mazes and 3 scare zones, all with a chilling spring break twist. The event will also feature exciting entertainment and themed food and drink options, including sangria blood bags and syringe jello shots. All guests, including pass holders that attend Scream Break, will be required to purchase an event-specific ticket. Guests can get an extra dose of Vitamin Scream with an Extreme Scream Break Pass, valid for all 14 nights, including parking. For more details on the event, visit sixflags.com. That's it for this week. As always, if you've enjoyed this week's video, give it a like, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe to make sure you always get your weekly dose of Geek. For more information on any of this week's top stories, you can always find the full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com. Until next time, keep it creepy.